If Zoros and kids all got along, they probably gun me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole meta go against me. Every time I'm in the sim, I hear croc, 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 croc. 9 down, bottom deck, Mihawk. Fuck your Marcos, bottom deck with Mihawk.
Kaizoku.
This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Hey, subscribe my Patreon. Thank you. Yep, that video title is right. I've been brewing up an 06 Crocodile list, mono blue Crocodile, starter deck 3 Crocodile. In case you don't know what he does, he's an OG leader. He's a mono blue leader with 5000 power and 5 starting life. His leader ability reads, activate main once per turn, Dawn -4, return up to one character with the cost of 5 or less to its owner's hand. Yeah, just a very good generic leader effect that you can utilize in the late game to help you squeak out a win. One extra body less on board does make the difference sometimes. But yeah, we're just running him because he's a monocolored blue leader with 5 life, give us a little breathing room with 5 life. So the concept of the deck is, if it feels good to play 1 9 cost, it must feel doubly as good to play 2 9 costs for 9. And then what if that other 9 cost got rid of a 7 cost? So yeah, that's pretty much what our deck is designed to do. Play Sanji into Mihawk. This is the new OP06 Sanji, but we'll go over it in detail in the deck breakdown, in the deck list. So here is the deck for OP01 Dracul Mihawk, 9 cost Mihawk, the boss monster from 01. He's a 9k attacker that has an on play that lets you place a character with a cost of 7 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. This is actually especially potent in the current meta. A lot of cards do interact with the discard pile, so being able to bottom deck something means that they don't get access to it anymore. For OP01 Don Quixote do Flamingo. So 3 cost 4k blocker that has an ability on play that lets you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and you can either return it to the top or bottom in any order. We're going to use this kind of effect a lot so that our Sanjis hit a lot more consistently. That'll be a running theme with the remaining cards. For OP01 Perona, 1 cost 2k power. On play does the same thing that blocker do Flamingo does, lets you rearrange the top 5 cards of your deck and either put it back on top or bottom. Again, just helps you consistently make your Sanjis hit into your Mihawks and find your Sanjis too. For OP01 Boa Hancock, a 4 cost 5k blocker that has an effect where if you attach Dawn to her, when you attack or on block, you can draw 1 card if there are 5 or less cards in your hand. This is just a 4 cost blocker that I sometimes use as an attacker in the late game to draw a card. You could run ulti, OP04 ulti in this spot, but I like just having the safety of another blocker. For OP03 Kaya, 1 cost 0 power, 2k counter though. What she does is on play, you can draw 2 cards and then trash 2 cards from your hand. This helps you find your early Peronas or Don Quixote do Flamingos if you don't have them in your starting hand. It's a 1 Dawn investment to fix your early game so that you can lead up to your late game where you drop a Sanji into a Mihawk. And then when you don't need her for hand fixing, she's still a 2k counter. For OP03 Sogeking, a 7 cost 6k. What he does is on play, you can bounce a 6 cost or less to the owner's hand, and then you can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. This is just a good mid-game stall tool as you set up your combo, and it helps you filter out your hand. Sometimes you do get bogged with a bunch of like red rocks or like 1k counters you don't need, and you get played like a Perona or Doflamingo the turn prior, and you set up 2k counters on top of your deck. You can draw those 2 and then filter other cards in your hand out that you don't need. But do keep in mind, when you play Sogeking, it does mess up the turn that you set up your Sanji into Mihawk, so put them like 2 cards later if you want to account for that. One thing to note with Sogeking is you can bounce your own characters back to hand, so you could put a Perona or a Doflamingo back to your hand if you need to rearrange the top cards of your deck again. Perona is especially useful in case you're going second, because on your even turns, you'll hit enough Dawn to play Sanji on your 10 Dawn turn. So you can fit Perona into the same turn as Sanji, and if you use a Perona early on, you can play Sogeking to bounce that Perona back to hand. And then if you don't have the top cards of your deck guaranteed at that point, you could play Perona first and then play Sanji at 10 to guarantee whatever the next card out is. 2 OP04 King, 7 cost 8k, but what he does is on play, you draw 1 card. This is like my alternate. When I can't find a Mihawk, I would just put a King for the Sanji to play out instead. It replaces himself and he's an 8k body on board, so I felt like that was the next best thing for now. 4 OP05 X Drake, 5 cost 6k blocker. Does the same thing that Doflamingo does, so it's just a bigger Doflamingo. And he's a 6k attacker too. Great stat line to be at. And yeah, this does help you dig for Mihawks to be on top of your deck for your Sanji to play out. This is the 3rd layer of that kind of effect. So with 15 instances of this effect, I'd say the deck is pretty consistent at getting Sanji to play out Mihawk. Again, that's like completely the main focus of this deck. That's all you want to do. 4 OP06 Gion, a new 2k counter from 06, 4 cost 5k, so you can just play her out just to attack because she has a good 5k stat line already. And then what is great about her is that on your turn, once per turn, when your opponent activates an event, your opponent places 1 card from their hand at the bottom of their deck. So it discourages your opponent from playing events on counter against you. So if they did use like a 0 cost counter that requires them to discard to counter for 3, they end up having to get rid of yet another card, so it's 3 cards out of their hand gone. So it's especially devastating against decks that run those kind of counter cards. But when you're playing a deck that doesn't use too many counter events, she's still a 2k counter, so just great card overall. Especially potent against like red decks that run Radical Beams and stuff like that, and like Purple Yellow Crocodile, who runs a lot of Blast Breaths and stuff like that. 4 OP06 Charlotte Pudding, 4 cost 4k. She is devastating against certain decks because on play, your opponent returns all the cards from their hand to their deck and shuffles their deck, and then they draw a new hand of 5 cards. So this is especially potent against like Zoro decks that like to have a big hand size because they play searchers and replace their hand. Same with Red Green Law. Same with Fortress Kid or Uta, right? They'll draw up to like 11 cards in hand just to have a bunch of counter to protect their 8 cost kids, and then you play Pudding and then their hand halves, goes down to 5 cards. And a lot of decks that do like have a singular win condition that they have to search for, you can just ruin their plan by playing a Pudding. This is decks like Red Purple Luffy with the Secret Luffy, the 10 cost one, and then yeah, again, decks that depend on 8 cost kid, you can just get it out of their hand. So just a good tech card all around, and even has 1k counter when you don't need her for that, or if your opponent's hand is low, where drawing them 5 cards would actually give them more cards than they had originally. Still 1k counter. 4 OP06 Sanji, the secret rare Sanji, 9 cost 9k. What he does is you reveal the top card of your deck and then you can put it into play if it's a 9 cost or less and it's not another Sanji. So yeah, with this Sanji we can play Mihawk because Mihawk is also another 9 cost card. These guys are the best buddies of the deck. You get 2 9k bodies out and then Mihawk bottom decks a 7 cost. It's such an insane tempo swing if you can live the turn after, so games where you can get this combo off, you have a pretty good shot at winning from that point on. And then with the plethora of Peronas and Doflamingos and X-Tricks we run, we can set this up to a pretty good degree of consistency. 4 starter deck 3 Dracul Mihawk, just a 2k counter that you can actually play as an attacker because it's a 4 cost 5k, my favorite 2k counter stat line. His effect isn't as relevant, but if you do need it, you get attached on, and when he attacks, he can draw 2 and trash 2 cards, so just fixes your hand. But honestly, mostly just a 2k counter. Then we run 4 Gum Gum Red Rock, the only event in our deck, 6 cost. You can place any character on the board to the bottom of its owner's deck, and it even has a trigger that lets you bottom deck a 4 cost. So yeah, this just gets rid of things that are hard to deal with, right? Even though we play 2 9k attackers, sometimes your opponent has characters that even they can't really get rid of. So like 10 cost Big Moms, being at 12k, we can just bottom deck it for 6. Secret Luffy's, 9 cost Whitebeards, we can bottom deck those. 9 cost Zoros, we can bottom deck. 8 cost kids hidden behind blockers, if they manage to get it out, bottom deck it, it's gone. Okay, just a great removal tool for the deck. And especially with your leader ability, you can pay 6 to play Red Rock, then you can use 4 of the Dawn you used to pay for Red Rock to use your leader ability to bounce a 5 cost back to hand. For starting hands, you'll want OP01 Doflamingo, OP01 Perona, or OP03 Kaya. So you want Perona or Doflamingo to set you up for the rest of the game, right? They can lead you into X-Trakes to further lead you into Sanjis, into Mihawks. And then Kaya is especially useful in case you don't find Perona or Doflamingo in your opening hand. So yeah, these cards all just kind of set you up for your combo. There are many avenues of going about that. Here's a card to consider. OP04 Ulti, like I mentioned earlier. The 3 cost 4k, and then Dawn Time Zone when attacking, you can return up to 1 2 cost or lower character to its owner's hand or the bottom of the deck. So like how I mentioned with Sogeking, you can use Ulti to bounce your Peronas back to hand. It's really only Perona that you can use it on, but you can use it to help you against the aggro matchup too. It can bottom deck your opponent's weenies. In the end though, I preferred Boa over Ulti, as having another blocker felt more safe to me than having Ulti out. But I could see the merit to using Ulti if your meta is a little different, if your meta is more aggressive. The strengths of the deck are 2 freaking 9k bodies on board. Yeah, again, dropping Sanji into Mihawk and then bottom decking your opponent's character is an insane tempo swing. It's like you accelerated 1 turns of plays. You played 2 entire turns with the Dawn of characters in just 1 turn. This is really devastating to a lot of decks, and it's just really satisfying to get this combo off, to be honest. Consistency. Again, we run Kaya, Perona, Doflamingo, X-Drake. A lot of effects to guarantee that we hit this combo. And then in most situations, you can rearrange the top cards of your deck to handle it. Like if you're playing against a green-yellow Yamato that you know is going to swing at you for 8k next turn, put all your 2k counters out top for now. You'll get to your Sanjis later, but for now you need 2k counters, right? So you can rearrange for that. The weaknesses of the deck are dice to aggro. So we don't really have too many early game answers to aggro. We really depend on just getting the Sanji into Mihawk combo out, but if your opponent plays like a wide board, you would hope that your Piranhas and Doflamingos in the early game can attack back into your opponent's characters, but sometimes you can get overwhelmed. And really our only hard removal is Red Rock and Mihawk, which are better served at hitting bigger characters. Memorization. This deck requires a lot of memorizing what's on top of your deck. In like best of one games where you play one every now and then, it's not too much of a problem. But I can see it in like a tournament setting. The fatigue of playing 9 or 10 games can weigh on you, having to remember what's on top of your deck and not confuse it with the prior game that you played that day. So this is not a deck for those with short attention spans. So that's the Crocodile deck that I'm trying to work on in 06, Mono Blue Crocodile, throwback. But I think this deck is actually pretty strong. There's probably some like optimizations I could still make to it. I'm probably most unsure about the Boa Hancock choice, so if you guys have a better suggestion, leave it in the comments below. Everything else does feel like it kind of works together pretty well. And yeah, I'll just let the gameplay speak for itself. Check out my Sanji into Mihawk action. We have Croco versus Red Purple Luffy. We'll go first. Red Rock sounds useful. Let's keep. We'll play Piranha. Ooh, Sanji right off the bat. We won't need him for a while though. Something like this. Pass. Nami. Okay, I guess we'll just swing for 8 next turn. We have nothing else to play really. You can't even use Piranha to attack with 3 Dawn because he's a 6k leader. Yeah, we can't even play Gion, so here's an 8. I'm pretty sure they'll take, but they did leave 1 Dawn up for like a guard point. This would be the good time to use it. So let's hope they don't have it. So I want them to be at 2 life. He's really thinking about it. Oh, he kick coursed me. We'll pass. Kick coursed to kick coursed. Okay. So we're 4 cards away from Sanji. That means we'll be at 9 Dawn by then, right? Yep. We'll play Extract to fix it if we need to later. Okay, Nami 6. We'll take another Red Rock. Too many Red Rocks. Leader 6 will counter 2. Okay, so Piranha into Nami. If I play Extract, I can't attack with Leader. That kind of feels bad. Nami dies. Okay, I guess we'll play Mihawk instead. So Leader 6. They take. Play Mihawk and pass. Let's see, he is not able to ramp just yet. Next turn he can. Green Bart still cannot. He needs to be at 8 Dawn. The next turn he can ramp to 10. What do I do then? I'll have Red Rocks for whatever he plays, hopefully. And be healthy enough to be able to Red Rock. Ha ha ha. Okay, they swing 8k at us. We'll take... Ooh, Doflamingo. Okay, my next card is a Sanji. And I'll have it on my 9 Dawn turn, right? But if we're gonna play X-Trick anyway, we can confirm, double check it, double tap it. Oh, but if I do play Mihawk, that can... Oh, if I attack with Mihawk, that kind of screws up everything. Right, because I'll draw 2. Shoot. Okay, I can't attack with Mihawk. I guess we'll just play X-Trick then. So, Leader 7. Dang, I would have liked to attack for 6k twice. That would have been better, but I can't afford to draw with Mihawk. I wish it was optional. Okay, they counter 2. Play X-Drake. Yeah, next turn we're at 9. We'll play Sanji into Mihawk. Hopefully we can bottom deck whatever they play. And then we'll put Doflamingo right after because we need blockers. And we'll pass. Alright. They are at 10. They use their leader ability though, so I don't think Secret Luffy's coming out. Could just be a Whitebeard. Whitebeard I can handle with the Red Rock, and I can Sanji into Mihawk the Gene Bart. And I'll have more big bodies than he does, hopefully. Ooh, Rush Luffy. Did not expect that. Attacks us for 8 unblockable. We're gonna have to take... Okay, we get a 2k at least. That helps. And then what? Gene Bart 7, leader 7? No, leader 8. We'll just block. And then they don't attack with Gene Bart, okay? Okay. I can only Sanji into Mihawk here. So I guess that's what we'll do. Sanji, Mihawk, bottom deck the Luffy. And then if I -4, I'll be at 7 next turn. I can still Red Rock. I think I will. Bounce Gene Bart back to hand. We'll just pass. There's the 9 beard. Oh, I will be pretty low though. He attacks us for 9. Shoot. So I want to be at 1 life. I think I can be okay at 1 life. Okay, they pass. So he's at 8k. So we Red Rock, the new gate. Mihawk 9, and then Sanji 10. Yeah, I have a bunch of counter now. I'm pretty sure I'll live next turn. Okay, 9. They counter 2. Sanji 10. They'll take this one. I do have to watch out for Secret Luffy now, though. Yeah, if I didn't bounce Gene Bart back, I would have had enough Dawn for a Doflamingo block or 2. So maybe that was my mistake, actually. Right, because Gene Bart, I probably could have countered out of it. Because he spent all his Dawn playing 9-beard. Yeah, my bad. I shouldn't have bounced him back, actually. I think he's kind of forced to Secret Luffy here, if he has it. And if he can't finish me off, I win on the clapback. So I'm forcing the ultimatum. He attacks us for 6. Okay, he's not Secret Luffying, I guess. We'll counter 2. Oh, he still did it? Why didn't he wait? Because he could ramp 1 Dawn right now. The attack for 7. Small misplay on his part, I think. Unless he was going to leave that Dawn up for like a Radical Beam anyway. Oh, no, but he takes a 2nd turn, so... I don't know. Well, in the end, if I had enough counter anyway, then we'll just consider the misplay as if it didn't exist. I'm pretty sure I would have had enough counter, regardless. But this lethal swing here. Okay, 12 from Luffy we have to take. Yeah, 2k. Oh, no, it's 1k, sorry. Wrong pudding. The 2k one is in 07. So this is 9k. We can counter 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we would have had enough regardless. Even if we were down 1k more. So I don't think it would have mattered in the end. Right, we would have had exactly enough. Okay, they pass. We could Red Rock and then play a Doflamingo to be safe. No, he's at 6k, so I think we can just kill him. Sanji 9. They take. Mihawk 9. Okay, they counter. I could Red Rock and Doflamingo, should I? No, you might have a Luffy in hand. I think I have lethal anyway, so Mihawk. Get rid of all these Red Rocks. Counter 1, and then we'll do leader. The rest, I think this is enough. 13, 3 cards in hand. That's 6k maximum, yeah. There was no counter at all. And he left. Yep. So even if he did play that sequence correctly and attack me for 7, I would have had 1k counter enough for the end. In the end, right? The 1k counter extra I had in my hand would have been used to counter a 7k hit. That makes sense, right? You guys get it, right? Okay, bye. Okay, Croco versus Yamato will go first. Yeah, we can work with this. Sanji guaranteed and 2 rearrangers. Means that we're going to hit something nice with Sanji, hopefully. We'll pass. Yeah, with this kind of hand, I'm not going to Kaya turn 1. I'll keep it in hand as a 2k. Ooh, baby 5. Would have been nice to have a Kaya to attack into it. Okay, they search for a Rosonate. Fortress Yamato. Leader 5 at baby 5. Baby 5 dive. And we'll play Dofla Dingo. So 5, 7, 9. On my 9 Dawn turn, I want this to be on the top. Right. Okay. We'll keep it like this, and then we'll pass. Okay, Izo, and then attacks us for 6. We'll counter 2. Alright, I can make them go down 1 card. Is that worth it? I don't think so. So leader 5. If they take, maybe we'll pudding. Okay, they took. That's discarding 2 cards, right? That sounds pretty good. We'll do it. Then we will pass. Could have swung with the Doflamingo for 5, but I think I want to block whatever he plays at us this turn. He plays a Searcher. I guess I want Doflamingo to attack into the Searcher. Bonnie into Bonnie. They need an 8-cost kid, right? That's what they're fishing for. Izo to tap our blocker again, attacks us for 6 again. We'll counter again. For 2. Okay. Guess I play X-Drake. What else can I do? Well, we'll do Pudding into Bonnie first. Easy, easy. Easy attacks. Leader 7. Take. X-Drake. Alright, so I'll draw Mihawk, I'll play Sanji, and then another Mihawk. I confused myself for a second because they're both Mihawk. Maybe I want X-Drake to turn after? Yeah. We'll pass. Right, you're gonna tap my Doflamingo again. But they could play Kid now, but they can't attach 2 Dawn because I'm at 5 life. Hoodie taps my blockers, my 2 blockers, they take a life. I think they're screwed now. 6k at us will counter. And they can't use Rested Dawn because, again, we're at 5 life. So Hoodie attacks 8k into X-Drake, sure. About to bottom deck it. Right, so let's do Leader 5 first. Or maybe I have Lethal actually? No, let's play it safe. Sanji into Mihawk, bottom deck Hoodie, pass. Do they concede now? Even if they play 8 kid, they can't Fortress him? Or yes they can, they have 10 Dawn. But I do have 2 9ks I can swing into him with the 10 full Dawn next turn. And I can bounce something back with my leader too. Life is good. He concedes. Blue Croco beats aggro Yamato. Oh, it's Fortress though. Maybe if it was aggro, I wouldn't have had a comfortable time facing it, but yeah. Seemed to do pretty good against the Fortress variation. Bye. Mulligan. Okay. We have a good hand this time. We'll play Perona. It's bottom deck, we're looking for Mihawk. 9-cost Mihawk will pass. They passed while I was drinking water, so I couldn't finish. Okay, Crocodile 5. Counter 2. We went second last game too. I think going first is our better play. Okay, Mihawk. So 5, 7, 9. So we'll do something like this. Right. 5, 7, 9. Yeah. We'll pass. This only gets messed up if we draw with Boa, so we have to be careful about that. Okay, the Izo to tap our blocker. They're gonna try to make us take 2 life. We'll counter for sure. Oh, add our blocker. Sure. We're gonna replace him with another blocker then. Leader 6. Counter 2, we'll play Boa and pass. Next turn we draw a 2k counter, I believe, a Kaya. And then we play Sanji into Mihawk. Ooh, they even attack with Izo. We can afford to take this, we just can't take another. Ooh, another Sanji. Too many Sanjis in our hand, we're gonna have 3. Let's hope they don't play Izo. They don't, okay. Yamato. 9 will block. Yep, there's the Kaya. We'll do Piranha 3 at Izo. And then Leader 5. Leader 7. Leader 7. Then I can't put down on Boa or else it'll mess up my Mihawk on top. So yeah, I have to play her out just a 4-cost blocker. Ooh, they counter for 3. They really want value out of the Kikunojo triggers that they have in their deck. They're waiting until we're at 3 life to start taking life. Play Boa and pass though. Hopefully we're safe until next turn. Oh, they're gonna play like a Hottie now, right? That's fine, we can bottom deck a Hottie. There's a Hottie, we're gonna kill that guy. We'll let him hit us. Make him think he's fine. Okay, they do take. So they swing with leader first, they have to. We'll counter 2 and then that denies Hottie of being a 10k swing. So he just kills our blocker in the end probably. Okay, they do the Hottie thing first. That's fine. Leader 6 we can counter for 2. Most def, counter 2. Alright, leader 5. I think they'll still counter. Yep. Check this shit out. This is how my deck is supposed to work. Bottom deck the Hottie will pass. Look at that. 2 9Ks on board and he has nothing. Isn't that crazy? Now he can bring me to 2 life if he wants. If they do like a Hottie play, then it's leader 8. Oh, just 6. Okay, we can counter that as well. I forgot what was after Mihawk actually. Ooh, Zoro. Crap. Dang it. Do we do the blind Sanji? Maybe it's a blocker. I have to hope it's a blocker. Okay, leader 6. We'll do the blind Sanji. They take. There shouldn't be any character triggers, right? Because we're at 4 life. Come on. Could be Onami or a Bedge. It's a Bedge. Our Mihawk cannot attack. Okay, how about Sanji? Take. Well, I don't think they can kill us, so we just finish them next turn. Right? Should I just attack with Pudding? Perona, sorry. So if I attack with Perona, there's no way he can finish me, can he? Double attack, and then Zoro attacks 3 times. No, he can. Because of friggin' Satori. I can bounce him back to hand with my leader ability. Yeah, we'll play Sanji. It's a blocker! Woohoo! And then we'll leader ability. Bounce Satori back. We'll pass. I think we're good. This is a guarantee to win. Yeah, I put that boa on top, right? Oh, no, they play Izo. Crap. That's 3 less on I have to worry about. See how much counter I get from life. They're gonna attack with leader first so they can put 2 down onto Zoro. Ay ay ay. You're gonna do like 9k Yamato? I can't stop. That's what I would do. 9 Yamato and then Zoro can attack for 11k. Shoot. It's like you can hear me. We have to take. Okay. Yeah, I die. Dang it. We were so close. Or maybe I have enough counter? 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I need any counter. Okay, we win. I was worried for nothing. 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Even have 1k extra to spare. To win, we just had to go first. Okay, oh, they conceded, and I clicked before I could see what's in his hand. Yeah, I guess this deck really does depend on going first. Bye. Croco versus another Yamato. A lot of Yamatos today. We'll look at this. Yeah, we're kind of screwed here. Yeah, we're oh, it's Fortress though. That's a little better. We'll have to play Kaya to fish for Doflamingos and stuff. We get a Perona at least. Get rid of King and I guess a Mihawk. We'll play Perona as well. We will take this Doflamingo. Pass. That goes for 8. Shoot. I think we'll counter 4. I don't want to be at 3 life actually. And activate all their triggers. Okay, they don't search with the Bonnie. So leader 6. We take, we'll play Doflamingo. Bottom deck this stuff because we want to look for Sanji. We'll play X-Trick and find it, hopefully. Okay, so they find an 8 cost kid with their Bonnie. Sorry, I looked away for a second. Leader for 9, we'll block. Simple, simple. Ooh, we get a Mihawk. Do Perona at Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie dies. In case I have an Onami trigger, we'll attack with the leader for 6, but I think Fortress Yamato doesn't run Onami. Okay, so they take, we'll play X-Drake. We're at 8 next turn, so let's see. 8, we'll play King. No, we'll play another X-Drake actually. Nami in, or Sanji into Mihawk. Right, I think I should have another blocker out. Oh no, Pudding would be nice. They have a big hand. They're gonna be at 7 next turn. Yeah, we'll get that 8 cost kid out of his hand. Like that. Pass. Yeah, Pudding's gonna devastate them, hopefully. And then we can take 2 life for all we care after that. Okay, 10k leader. We'll block with X Drake. Ooh, Rosinante. Alright, here goes. We putting their hand back down to 5. Verona, 5. They take a leader 6. They block Rosinante, will pass. Yeah, the only thing is if they do play 8-cost kid, Sanji into Mihawk can't get rid of it, so I might have to Red Hawk instead. Red Rock. Ooh, Basil Hawkins. That's something I can bottom deck, for sure, for sure. Attacks us for 7. We'll finally take life. We can put 2 Rested Dawn onto Hawkins now. Oh, they play Rosinante? Alright. Okie dokie. Okie okie, we'll do Pudding 5. They're gonna have to expend counters. Counter 1, leader 5. Yeah, Red Rock will take care of 8-cost kid and then we'll have 2 9Ks. After that, they counter that. So Sanji into Mihawk, bottom deck Hawkins. Pass. Baby 5. Okay, I think we win. We got rid of the singular 8-cost kid they had in their hand. Okay, Pudding's really good in these kind of matchups. Another baby 5. So they have a 2k in hand and then a 10 cost, no counter. So we win. I'm pretty sure. Want to bring us down to 1 life, we're fine with that too. He does have a Rosinante on board. Okay, 9k at us, we'll take and take. Okay, they play Killer. Put 2 down on him. Let's see. So you can play Soga King, bounce, and then leader ability bounce. Yeah, sounds good. We'll play Soga King, replace Kaya, bounce Killer, get rid of non-counter. I think we still want to keep that Red Rock just in case. And we'll bounce the Rosinante too. So Pudding 5. Counter 1, Sanji 9. He has a 3k and a Doflamingo and then 1 card I don't know. Take Mihawk 9. I think we just win from this. 2, 2, 1. Oh. Okay, well 1 card's a Doflamingo, so we win for sure. Yep. Nice. Okay, we got it. Bye. We have Croco versus Gecko. We'll go first though. I don't like this hand. Let's mulligan. Okay, kinda, yeah, both hands suck, I'll be honest. We don't have any of our rearrange cards. We might have to Kaya turn 1. Ooh, we'll get rid of Pudding and King. Pass. Okay, I just need my Perona or Doflamingo or my X-Trig at this point. They play Bald Guy. Can't do anything at my 3 Dawn turn either. Unless I want to play another Kaya, which I really don't. So leader 8. Okay, bad start. Let's see if we can pull it back even through this horrible start. It's going to take a lot of skill and maybe a little bit of luck to pull back from this one. This one might be a doomed game. It would be epic if I could win it, so let's hope. I'm sitting on some golden footage here. Alright, if he hits us with the Perona, I guess we'll discard Mihawk. Okay, 6k at us, and then we'll take it to... Don't be a Perona. He could have swung for 7. Right, what else is he going to use 1 Dawn for? Okay, discard Mihawk. Take the 6. Ooh, blocker. At least we can play it, but... Yeah, okay, they pass another Sanji. We'll have Soga King next turn. So we'll do leader 6. We'll just play Boa. They take, we'll play Boa and pass. Maybe I should have put Boa and Dawn on Boa to draw a card. But I'm probably not going to block this turn, regardless. Great Eruption Absalom would screw me over. But no Absalom in discard yet. Could have it in hand though. I might have to do like a blind Sanji. That doesn't sound good. But on my 7 Dawn, I have to play Soga King, and then I won't have Dawn to play like a Doflamingo or X-Trick unless I top deck it. Corona 5. I might have to take just to fish for it. Oh no, let's counter this one and take the leader hit, because he's inevitably going to use his leader ability for something. And it'll be at least a 6k that way. I'll feel better taking a 6k than I would a 5k. Yep. We'll take the 6. What does he make us do? Hog back. Bring back a 8 cost Gecko. Okay, that is not coming out next turn. Yes, it is. Dang it. Okay, I need a scary board ASAP. Instead of Sogeking, I could attack with Boa and maybe draw into something I can play. That goes for 6, we'll take Mihawk again. And then brand new 6, I think we might have to take that as well. We'll take it just to... Dang it, oh, we can get rid of a bunch of cards in his hand. That sounds good. Another freaking Sanji. Alright, we'll do... But I don't want him to use counter, so we'll pudding first. Take that. And then 5 into brand new. Alright, we're gonna blind Sanji and see what happens next turn. Boa 8 into Perona. Oh dang it, we're at too many cards in hand. I should have played Kaya first and then attacked with Boa. Would have drawn me a card in the end. Perona dies. Yeah, I don't play blue too often, so I'm not too familiar with Boa. So it's gonna take a little getting used to, sorry. Okay, let's hope we shuffled that 8 cost Gecko Moria out of his hand. Yep, it looks like we did. 7k at Boa, we're fine with that. We might even counter, because that would make him use the Hawk back to attack for 7 as well, leaving him with 4 down left over. Or no, actually 2 down left over. Okay, Perona, we'll get rid of 1 Sanji. And we'll actually save the Boa. Hog back 2 more Dawn. Right, because they probably want to play something for 4. Yeah, hog back for 2 only, we'll counter. Whew, Boa lives as a blocker. I think that is worth the trade. Kuzan, okay. Alright, we're gonna blind Sanji here. Blind Sanji. Ooh, Sogi King. Okay, we'll bounce Kuzan back to hand. Sure. We'll discard these 2. We're gonna blind Sanji again next turn. Leader 5 at Hogback. That was a Mihawk, that would have been even better. But can't pick and choose everything. Okay, they counter 2. How about Boa 5? Counter 2. Oh, we might have to actually bounce one of these back to hand. Yeah, we can't use the Sanji actually. I think I die if I don't bounce right now. We'll bounce, Hogback, pass. So I should have kept the Sogeking in hand, just as counter. My bad. The micro misplay on my part. That's probably a significant misplay. I'm just trying to make myself feel better by saying it's micro. Okay, 7k is at Boa. Oh, maybe I didn't need the counter at all. I shouldn't have bounced. Or because I bounced back, he knows he doesn't have lethal, so he's gonna clear my board instead. But he still has access to 8 costs. No, he doesn't, because he used 2 down for Hogback. For his leader ability, I mean. Okay, he's gonna bring Gecko Moria back again. Oh, he brought Absalom back. Oh, he left? What? Okay. I guess technically we won that. Did he misclick Absalom? Is that why? He meant to take back 8 cost Gecko Moria, and then with this hand, he was doomed because we had scary board. We had Mihawk on the top of our life too, but we couldn't play it next turn because we're going to be at 7 down next turn, or whatever. We won in the end, somehow. Bye. Croco versus Reiju. Reiju, we mulligan? Yeah. Okay, we have Doflamingo at least to get us started. They are going first, they took that away from us. We want to go first, usually. They have a big enough hand, we could putting them on our 4 down turn. That looks like they're playing Kaya to go down to 4. That's probably not going to be a possibility, but we do get a Perona, so we'll play it. Do we need extra guaranteed? No, let's bottom deck this. We'll pass. It's a 6 at us, we'll take Pudding, or Perona. I keep calling her Pudding. Pudding's here. Let's see, are they gonna drop some for 2? Small Reiju. Oh, they Germa Kingdom into Big Reiju and then play the stage. Okay, we're not gonna get too much value out of pudding, so we'll use her as counter in the end. That's okay. Right, they have quite the small hand now. Niji, they have Niji and big Reiju. Ooh, we get the Sanji. Okay, we just have to set up our 10 Dan turn now. So leader 5. We counter that as well. We'll play Dofla Dingo. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't want any of these though. I want Mihawk, so let's put it on the bottom. Play Perona, try to find the Mihawk. Not this Mihawk, other Mihawk. Yeah, put this on the bottom. Okay. We might have to do a blind Sanji, unless we can find another Doflamingo or Perona. Or even X-Strike would be nice. Okay, there's Ichiji that's going to bring out big Ichiji. -2 to our blocker, most likely. Yeah. Typical. Texas for 7 will take. Typically, we get a Sugi King here. Texas for 6 will typically counter for 2. Can't even bounce this Ichiji back. I guess we'll bottom deck him. Okay, they discard the big Reiju and pick up another small Ichiji. That's coming out next turn for sure. For sure. Ooh, another Sanji, and I can't play Usopp or Sogi King just yet. Spoilers. Guess we'll Red Rock then. Nothing else to do. Leader 5. Will be the finally take. Okay, we're at 8 next turn. We can Sogi King. If we can find like a Perona, we could do Perona Sanji. That makes it a little more guaranteed. Maybe I should play cards that bounce this Perona back to hand. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I could Sogi King to bounce it back to hand, actually. Yeah, I'm genius, actually. How many times did I say actually just now? Counter 2 will pass. So safe. So another Ichiji is gonna come out. Pretty sure. Oh, Reiju first to fill their hand. And then draw 3. Ichiji. I think I'll block with my Dofla Dingo. I don't think I want to bounce Reiju back to hand because it's just some draw again. Okay, leader 5. We should counter that for 1. They play Ichiji, do it already? I know you got it. I guess they could play Niji and kill my blocker. They have it. That works too, but then why would they leave 4 down up? Yeah, of course it's Ichiji. Okay, Texas for 7 will block. Okay. So Sogi King, bounce Perona back to hand. Do you have to worry about Judge soon? Nope. He'll be at 6 next turn. But he has Judge in hand, so he's thinking about it. Okay, leader 6 at their leader. We need that perfectly timed Mihawk, so let's hope we can find it with Perona next turn. Hope we don't draw into 2 Mihawks or something. That would be the worst. If they still counter, we'll play Sogi King, bounce Perona. Bedrock, okay, get rid of 1 Sanji and let's get rid of the Red Rock. Pass. Hope we get to live 1 more turn, because we did not answer his board at all. If he doesn't minus Dawn at all this turn, then he'll be at 8 next turn. Ichiji 7 will take Boa. I might just do like 7-9 and then wait until they're 8 next turn to play Judge. Gary Judge. Ooh, they Germa 66. Picked up a Niji. Yeah, Sogi King can't even attack back into Ichiji, unfortunately. Reiju 7, I think we should counter that. Tre. Leader 8 will take. Go down to 1, scary. Yep. Okay. Perona, find us an answer. Okay, he was already on top, we didn't need to do anything. Frick. Put 2k counters. Okay, so we will do Sogi King 6 onto Reiju. These are all gonna come back out because of Judge anyway next turn. Frick. Pickly dick. Oh, censor that part out. They counter 2, leader 5 at Reiju. Maybe I have to bounce Reiju back to hand. But that just lets him draw if he replays it. Counter 1. Okay, Sanji into Mihawk, bottom deck ETG. So at least he's gone. And he has no other one in his discard. If I bounce, Reiju... Well, I don't die, right? Without an ETG? Do I? 4K counter. Plays Judge. Yeah, okay. I just have to hope he doesn't have another ETG in hand. 7 cost. But even if I live, he still has 4 life, so I don't think I can come back from this actually. Maybe Reiju is the crocodile counter. Okay, Reiju's 7. I have to counter. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess they could do like Kaya 5 and then leader 6. No, I'd live that way. Okay. Huh. Reiju 7 will take. They have an ETG somehow. Oh, we did end up getting a 2k counter. They minus Dawn, but I don't think they realized that I bottom decked with Mihawk, so that 7 cost ETG is not in their discard anymore. I'm gonna type it out just to make them feel bad. Yeah. Well, we didn't die, but I don't think we're gonna win still. So get King 6 at Reiju. Okay, Reiju dies. Verona 5 at their leader. I think I have another 2k coming up, right? They counter 1. I still have Dawn for another 5k from Perona. Yeah, that was a pretty major flub on their part. They thought they still had the 7 cost ETG in hand. Or in their discard. Okay, they drum a 66 to draw a card. How about leader 6 then? Counter 2. Okay, Sanji 9. But yeah, I'm giving them cards in hand that might be an answer to kill me, but if I never attack, then I can't win. Unless I can make like 5 9Ks on board, but can't do that either. So they took that. Mihawk 9, they took that. Played Doflamingo. But 2Ks on top, blockers on top. Probably blocker. Yeah. Now, do we have to bounce Kaya back? 9 Dawn. 7 7. Okay, I think we're good. Leaving Kaya up. Okay, Judge. They can kill our Doflamingo blocker. But they can't go for lethal unless they have an ETG, do they? No, they still don't have one. Unless he has one in hand that he's going to discard for the effect right now. Trash 2 cards. Oh, we ended up winning in the end thanks to Mihawk bottom decking their 7 cost ETG. Bottom deck OP. We'll see. He might have it still right now. Right, because I'll bring back Niji to kill my blocker, then I'll have a rush attacker. And I can only stop 1 7k. Okay, they trash the Reiju. Oh, Yonji. Okay, we win. Woo! There's a small ETG. Oh, I guess they could use their stage card still. Right, stage card would screw me over right now. Or yeah, the Reiju could find it too. This Reiju. So they have to do that first. It's most likely we're gonna die here, actually. Yeah, there's Reiju. There's no way he doesn't have a 7 cost ETG by now. Oh well. It was a pretty close game, but in the end, I think we lose this one. And if we do win in the end, sorry for the negativity. Have to be realistic. Yep, they found it. They found the guy. Ichiji, and then they just need to make the Niji come out. He has it, right? Does he? Yeah, he does. Niji comes out, pops our blocker. Oh right, he goes to our hand. So actually, I think we win. I forgot he goes to our hand. Counter for 3. Oh my god, I miscalculated. I'm a genius, actually. Leader 6, we have the 2k necessary. Oh my god, we won in the end. I thought we lost because I'm stupid, but actually I'm smart. Okay, we'll do Perona 6. And we'll bounce UNG back to hand. He could still have the counter for all this. Okay, he did counter. That's still a misplay, I think, because he should have just blocked. Then Soga King 7. take Sanji 9, we win. And he left. Put that one in the video. Yeah, sorry for all the negativity. I should not quit. Have a quitter's mindset like that. But yeah, I guess that makes it more hype that we won in the end. Bye.
Car D Kaizoku.